think let's start our conversation. First of all, I would like to thank everyone to coming here because I understand आप लोग का जो schedule है being a medical practitioner, it's very busy. But taking out the time on a starting weekday, it's very thankful for joining me. And it is a first kind of discussion I am setting up in a medical field. So what we are going to do, we are going to discuss how today the digital industry is evolving with an AI coming in, and how this can leverage for any brands or any particular professional who can leverage and create their own visibility, and how it is important for each and everyone. It's a requirement, like you have to do it, you can't skip it if you are into a business, if you think from that perspective, right? So that is the context of our today's discussion and meeting. So let's start with that part. So we have Dr. Parth, who is a leading psychiatrist here in Navi Mumbai. Then I welcome Dr. Lukesh, who is a cosmetic surgeon, and Dr. Dipanjali, who is a radiologist and oncologist. Radiation oncologist, yeah. So welcome you all on board. We'll start the things. But before we start, I'd just take few minutes to start giving my introduction and about our company thing for our listeners so they understand what we are talking about here. So my name is Zubair Sheikh. I'm the managing director of Rank My Business. We started this company 10 years back, and we are one of the leading healthcare marketing company in Australia. So our majority of clienteles are overseas based, Australia, Dubai, UK, US, and that's where we are expanding. And definitely we are also catering to the Indian clients, and that's where we see a huge potential in the healthcare industry. The awareness is also very big nowadays. So people are aware, they are spending on these kind of things nowadays. So it's not new for them. So that is all about our thing. Now what I wanted कि आप लोग भी अपने आप को introduce करिए, and then we'll take the things further about your personal journey and how is it evolve with the clinics and your visibility. So we'll start with you, sir.
Yeah, so I'm Dr. Parth Nagda. I'm a psychiatrist like you introduced me, sir. For our listeners, just sharing. So I'm working at Kokilaben Hospitals full-time, 9 to 5. So like how everyone starts after your post-graduation, once you complete your degree, I thought it's better to have your own clinic so that you get a little bit freedom and autonomy in dealing with your patients, and you don't have those restrictions. Plus, you can connect to the patient one-on-one. So that is how I started my journey. I opened my clinic in 2019, and since then it's been a wonderful journey. But obviously, like you said, with the evolution of AI and digital marketing, it definitely is helping me pick up my journey. It helps with increasing your visibility predominantly.
Okay, good. Thank you, sir. We'll come to the evolution part later once we understand from Dr. Lukesh and Dr. Dipanjali.
So myself, Dr. Lukesh Patil, plastic and cosmetic surgeon. So I practice mainly in Navi Mumbai region, and my main focus is on cosmetic surgery, including the facial aesthetics, body and breast contouring. When I started my practice as such, I was working with a corporate brand as a full-timer. Then I thought of entering as a business owner. I started my clinic, my cosmetic center, and then I realized the importance of digital presence in market. So here I will not say that we are selling something. It is more of like creating awareness for the people, because till date there are many things. Even general public is there, as well as even few of the doctors, they are not aware what exactly is a plastic surgeon do, why this plastic is there, why this plastic is there. So there are many misconceptions, so that awareness has to be there. So my concept of having this digital marketing or digital journey is about creating awareness that what we do, what can be improved. See, of course, what we have seen in past or whatever on Google is not always right. So there should be a genuine source of information. So there is a lot of data all around on the internet which is lying down and might not be the correct one. So we are just trying to provide a genuine information for the normal public.
Good. Thank you. So over to you, Dr. Dipanjali. अपने बारे में आप बताइए आपका journey and how it is evolving you as a practitioner.
Right. So I'm Dr. Dipanjali Patel. I'm a radiation oncologist in Navi Mumbai. To start, I've been associated with oncology particularly for a good 8 years. So by my experience so far, I do understand that people associate cancer with a very terminal stage. They, as soon as they are diagnosed with this term, it's very heartbreaking for the family as well as for the patient also. So I think, as Dr. Lokesh rightly said, it's very necessary for them to be aware that it's not the end and there's always hope beyond what you see. There are so many newer treatments, and especially radiation oncology offers so many treatments that people are not aware. They just think that radiation can only be treating them for symptomatic reasons or for palliation, but that's not true. So now you have an answer to every question. So I think that awareness is necessary, and that brings me here.
So yes, everyone, we all are talking to a common point of awareness, right?
Correct.
Or awareness not necessary every time means a business transaction, right? Being into healthcare professional, it's very important. If you are doing certain right thing, that needs to go to right audience, right? If you are able to create this kind of awareness like a cancer, it's a very big term, right? Even though we are seeing increasing patients in India, but if they have the right awareness, where to go, what to do and what time, so people don't have to scare, right? All those things. So right information, as you mentioned this point. So how is impacted before you were not having the awareness, right? There is a journey when you started your clinics and your website, as well as for you also, sir. So इसका क्या एक impact रहा है कि जब awareness नहीं थी और awareness होने के बाद business as well as it's more of on the lives of people, those who will come, right? First doctor, when we see, it's a lifesaver for everyone in every field when we see them. So it's very important to reach out to those people. So I want to hear that part also कि वो awareness ने कितना impact किया है to audiences. Yeah.
So sir, आपको तो पता है कि साइकेट्री का तो सबसे बड़ा स्टिग्मा होता है.
Yeah.
दिखता नहीं इसलिए बीमारी नहीं वाली बात हो जाती है ना कि या तो स्वभाव का भाग है, जानबूझ के कर रहे हैं. यू हियर ऑल दीज टर्मिनोलॉजीज. मेडिसिन चलती हैं तो लाइफ लॉन्ग चलता है, बात करके ठीक कर दो. वी ऑल हैड दीज मिसकंसेप्शंस. तो इन द इनिशियल से प्री कोविड 2018, 19, 20 तक तो इट वाज अ लॉट ऑफ स्ट्रगल टू मेक पीपल अवेयर कि ओके दिस कैन एग्जिस्ट. एक हार्डवेयर प्रॉब्लम के अलावा फंक्शनल प्रॉब्लम भी, सॉफ्टवेयर प्रॉब्लम भी हो सकता है, दिमाग में वाली बात है. But then as 2020 picked up, COVID happened and a lot of digital transformation came. People started becoming more aware. A lot of celebrities have openly spoken out. So that helps. जैसे हम blogs लिखते हैं maybe.
Okay.
That helps to create awareness. Awareness का सबसे बड़ा advantage I would say that early treatment मिलता है.
Okay.
The earlier you treat anything for any field, उतना better recovery, उतना better response. So I think that is how awareness really helps. So not necessarily जैसे आप बता रहे हो कि marketing part aside, किधर भी patient जाए it is always beneficial. So that delayed treatment again problem हो जाता है sir.
So if I can summarize from your perspective, sir, being into psychiatrist, dealing with the mental health of the patients, it's very important for you to be visible for the right patient to see where they can take the treatment and which can help them to live their life better. Correct. So ये जो organic visibility या जो awareness की हम बात कर रहे हैं, ये patients के helpful perspective है, right? कि if you are visible,
then people will know. Because दूसरी बात क्या है सर कि for example if I have a skin blemish, I'll think अरे डॉक्टर लोकेश के पास जा सकता हूँ. Someone asks me, I can tell डॉक्टर लोकेश का चाहिए. मेरे केस में पहली बात तो अगर मुझे एंग्जाइटी है मैं आपको पूछूंगा नहीं किधर दिखाऊँ. आपको पूछ भी लिया, आप नहीं बताओ कि मुझे एंग्जाइटी थी, मैं डॉक्टर पार्थ के पास गया था. टू वे स्ट्रीट है. सो आई थिंक अवेयरनेस इज इम्पोर्टेंट हियर.
say that's a phobia or not spoken term, right? Mental health.
Exactly.
सो इसमें एक डिजिटल अवेयरनेस का बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है, राइट?
बिकॉज अकेले आप देख सकते हो एंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंटली अगर आपके पास वो है, यू कैन शो टू योर फैमिली मेम्बर्स, ये है देखो, इट्स नॉट मी थिंकिंग, बट ऐसी कुछ चीज़ें होती है, लेट्स गो सीक एन ओपिनियन इफ नॉट एनीथिंग.
गॉट इट. सो गुड. डॉक्टर लुकेश, आपके केस में कैसा है कॉस्मेटिक इंडस्ट्री में ये अवेयरनेस का? बिकॉज साइकेट्रिस्ट में वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड कि लोग बोलते नहीं हैं, और इनके केस में ये अच्छा है कि अगर हम सर्च कर रहे हैं इन आवर टाइम, सो वी डोंट हैव टू डिस्कस कि मुझे ये मेंटल प्रॉब्लम है. हाउ इज़ इम्पैक्टिंग इन योर केस?
In practice of cosmetic surgery, I will say it is more of like psychiatry only. But yeah, of course, we have another added point of privacy. So even if, for example, एक patient है, दोनों breast उनके asymmetric है, one breast is larger and this other is smaller. Now she needs a surgery, but even if she asks someone, और उनके जो भी रिलेटिव्स हो गए या फिर कोई नोन फ्रेंड सर्कल है, उसमें अगर किसी ने किया भी होगा कॉस्मेटिक सर्जरी, दे विल नॉट सजेस्ट हर.
ओके.
So that privacy part is there. So, and again the problem is where to find right information. So patient is always going to search something on Google. So in today's era of internet and everything, they are going to search everything on Google. Google में there are plethora of options lying down, and most of them are because of the social media and all. बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं, they are fabricated. So to provide them right option, what exactly suits them, okay, doesn't matter whether that patient comes to me or to someone, that information has to go that these are the options, your condition is okay, that is a treatable condition. Because बहुत बार ये भी कि बताया जाता है कि नहीं नहीं ये तो ऐसे ही है, नेचुरल जो है वो है, आपको उसमें कोई ट्रीटमेंट पॉसिबल नहीं है. दिस इज़ नॉट ट्रू. सो वेन एवर इट इज़ अ करेक्टेबल डिफॉर्मिटी और करेक्टेबल थिंग, देन patient should have that access to that information, right information. That is a part. Of course, privacy का part वही है, she cannot ask to someone else.
Correct.
See, facial aging is all okay. Everybody knows like facial aging happening. फेस एज हो रहा है, जॉल्स आ रहे हैं, ग्रो फीट आ रहे हैं, एंड उसके लिए क्या करना है, फिर स्किन टेक्सचर के लिए क्या करना है, तो हेयर फॉल हो रहा है उसके लिए क्या करना है. तो देयर आर मल्टीपल, दे कैन आस्क एंड इवन समवन विल सजेस्ट देम अ डॉक्टर. बट फॉर सम ऑफ द एरियाज, फॉर एग्जांपल देयर इज़ अ हैंगिंग बेली, उसके लिए आपको नहीं सजेस्ट किया जाएगा. दे आर नॉट दैट ओपन टू शेयर दैट इंफॉर्मेशन. That I have also gone a tummy tuck or a breast augmentation or something like that. So in such situation, this will be a handy tool. So digital, which is already available and it's there in the net. So you have to just take your mobile and see. पहले एक ये था जैसे printed media was there before coming to the digital. Like digital age आने से पहले सिर्फ जब printed media था तो some books जो है but access was not there. Another newspapers were there. लिमिटेड इन्फॉर्मेशन वॉज देयर. सो जस्ट आपको एक टमी टक का कुछ छोटा सा आर्टिकल दिख गया तो दिख गया, एंड वो भी आया तो लाइक इट वॉज देयर ऑन 18th of May 2014. वो तब प्रिंट हो गया, उसके बाद निकल गया. देन इफ़ यू डोंट हैव दैट न्यूज़ पेपर, यू हैवंट सीन, यू हैव मिस्ड इट. सो डिजिटल प्रेजेंस हैज़ revolutionized this situation. So basically data and a genuine information, that is more important for creating awareness and breaching that problem of privacy particularly. So that has helped me a lot.
And I think it's very important not for the new clinics, it's very important for the existing also, those who are giving a good treatment, right?
Correct.
They might think हमें क्या ज़रूरत है, right? But it's not about your need, it's about the people who need you.
So as I said, it's not for the increasing your practice.
Yeah.
It is more of like a, see, practice is one part. Practice is one part. We are treating a patient, we are having a regular patient. I don't need that thing. That is all okay. But still, as a doctor, I have to share information. Now, of course, this also helps me a lot. Whenever patient has already got the right information, it's very easy for me to explain things and plan of recovery and everything to the patient. For example, I'll just tell you a small example. Most of the patient coming to me for liposuction, they think liposuction is a weight loss surgery. बट फ्रैंकली स्पीकिंग लाइपोसक्शन से कोई वेट लॉस नहीं होता है. इट इज़ अ बॉडी कंटूरिंग प्रोसीजर.
Okay.
So what is the difference? See, fat is a very lightweight material. तो हम 10 liters of fat निकालते तो hardly 4 और 4.5 kg का आपका weight loss होगा. ठीक है. Liposuction is for stubborn fat areas. For example, medial thighs है या फिर arms है, abdomen है, love handles है, banana rolls है. Patient is working out, they are trying to they are having dietings, they are having workouts, but still that stubborn fat is not going. For those areas we need liposuction. So liposuction is not a weight loss surgery. This is the biggest myth which is all there in. Second myth is non-surgical liposuction. So if there are many queries about non-surgical liposuction, so basically liposuction is a surgery. Lipo means fat, suction means to suck out. That's it. तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है जो बिना इंजरी के या फिर बिना ओपनिंग के हम फैट निकाल सके. सो अदर मोडालिटीज़ आर लाइपोलाइसिस. ये एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल है. लाइपोलाइसिस में वो फैट को फ्रीज करके उसे नेक्रोटाइज कर देंगे एंड दैट विल सेटल डाउन. सो that is different thing, but there is nothing like non-surgical liposuction. But patients are they're reading non-surgical liposuction and they're coming to me, सर हमें नॉन सर्जिकल लाइपोसक्शन करना है, फिर लाइपोसक्शन करना है बट सर्जरी नहीं करनी है. सो दैट कैन नॉट हैपन. सो ये इन्फॉर्मेशन हमें करेक्ट पेशेंट तक पहुंचानी रहती है. सो दे शुड बी ओपनली सी व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इट इज़ एंड व्हाट ऑप्शन इज़ गुड फॉर देम.
ओके. सो आई थिंक वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट आपने जो बताया है कि एक मिथ लाइपोसेक्शन मतलब मैं वेट लॉस कर दूंगा, बट दैट्स नॉट द एक्चुअल सिचुएशन, राइट. एंड सेकेंड इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट जो आपने हाईलाइट किया है कि योर डिजिटल प्रेजेंस इज नॉट ओनली फॉर जनरेटिंग द बिजनेस और लीड जनरेशन, इट्स मोर ऑफ अवेयरनेस एंड शेयरिंग द information which is useful for the patients.
Yes.
To read and then come to the right information. If they don't have a right information, उनको treat करना it's very difficult, right?
Difficult.
So yeah, again same thing to you, Dr. Pranjali. How do you see this awareness and part? Because आपका फील्ड तो एक बहुत ही ज़्यादा और टेक्निकल लेवल में है, रेडिएशन.
So that is true. Along with the right treatment, you also need counseling.
Yeah.
So it's very necessary for you to go to a person who's going to be giving you a holistic care. अभी machines हर जगह हैं, same treatment हर जगह हो रहा है, लेकिन with digital marketing, with this information being outside, I think people can select which specialization and which area they want to focus on. So with that बहुत easy हो जाता है उनके लिए अपना डॉक्टर सेलेक्ट करना, उनके लिए अपना स्पेशलाइजेशन सेलेक्ट करना, किस एरिया पे वो फोकस करना चाह रहे हैं. बिकॉज आई थिंक विद कैंसर एक ही डॉक्टर के पास उनको नहीं जाना है, उनको मल्टीपल जगहों पे जाना होता है. उनको कीमोथेरेपी जाना है, उनको सर्जरी के लिए जाना है, उनको रेडिएशन के लिए जाना है. सो दे शुड ऑलवेज बी नोइंग कि हमें कहाँ पे प्रॉपर केयर मिलेगी, हमें न्यूट्रिशन की गाइडेंस मिलेगी, हमें उसके बियॉन्ड काउंसलिंग के बारे में हमें गाइड किया जाएगा. सो आई थिंक ये वाला जो प्लेटफॉर्म है उससे काफ़ी कन्वीनियंट हो जाता है फॉर पीपल टू डिसाइड अबाउट द होलिस्टिक केयर.
So how important now everyone see, like all you medical practitioners, कि ये कितना important हो चुका है as a digital medium, right? To create the awareness, to reach out the right target audience. जैसे आपने बोला है कि पहले newspaper ad थी या magazines थी, but वो magazines कब print हुआ, वो information कितना updated है. Nowadays it's very easy. You write a blog, you update it through your CMS and the information is quite updated. So it's very relevant and necessity, as we mentioned in the start itself, कि ये need है आज के era में जो हम हैं digitalization में. It's a very much needed. It's not an option. You don't have an option here. You need to be there on the digital platform to educate, to make yourself aware and to be visible on this platform.
Yeah, of course, the one point about healthcare industry is it's rapidly changing. So a treatment which was not available a month back might be possible today. So even that this is the biggest advantage of digital presence over the print media. सो डिजिटल मीडिया एंड प्रिंट मीडिया में यही डिफरेंस हो जाता है कि आपने जो भी था जब पढ़ा था वो 2 साल पहले का था, अगर वो नेक्स्ट प्रिंट मीडिया में आएगा तब तक शायद वो पुराना हो जाएगा. सो इन डिजिटल यू गेट अ अपडेटेड वर्जन ऑफ एवरीथिंग. सो दैट इज़ अ बिगेस्ट एडवांटेज.
True, absolutely. Coming to the next point, being a very busy professionals, आप लोग का time लेना it's very hard, right? And that's where we have to take a prior appointment meeting to you. How easy or how you are managing being a medical professional as well as it's a business when you are doing your managing your own clinic. So कैसे इसको आप manage कर रहे हैं?
जैसे एक पार्ट तो है आपने बताया हेल्थ केयर का कि यू हैव टू सी पेशेंट्स, टॉक टू देम, फॉलो अप ओवर द फोन वगैरह वगैरह. दूसरी बात हो जाती है लुकिंग एट इट फ्रॉम अ पॉइंट ऑफ बिजनेस ओनर लाइक यू सेड. सो एक तो हो जाता है मेनी टाइम्स हॉस्पिटल लाइन्स आर नॉट रीचेबल, दे कॉल यू इवेंचुअली अगर आपका नंबर है तो अपॉइंटमेंट चाहिए. दूसरा होता है कि देन यू स्ट्रगल, हेल्थ केयर तो स्ट्रगल करना है बट देन इवेंचुअली आपको प्रमोट करना है, अवेयरनेस करना है, यू हैव टू ग्रो योर बिजनेस. तो यू हैव टू फाइंड टाइम लाइक यू सेड सर फॉर कंटेंट आइडियाज़ जनरेशन. अभी मैं अगर आपसे हेल्प मांगूँ एंड यू टेल मी ओके वी ऑर्गेनाइज दिस कैंपेन फॉर यू वॉट एवर, बट अल्टीमेटली कंटेंट तो मुझे देना ही पड़ेगा आपको. सो आई हैव टू फिगर समथिंग आउट क्या कंटेंट देना है विच इज़ रेलिवेंट सो दैट पीपल अंडरस्टैंड इट ईजिली एंड दे कैन शेयर इट मोर लाइकली. सो दैट इज़ हाउ स्प्रेड हो जाता है. दैट इज़ द फर्स्ट चैलेंज हम फेस करते हैं अबाउट टेकिंग टाइम आउट टू जनरेट कंटेंट बेसिकली. दूसरा चैलेंज हो जाता है कि हाउ डू यू प्रमोट इट, क्या मीडियाज़ है आजकल. तो लाइक ही सेड पहले ओनली मीडिया फिक्स्ड मीडिया था, आजकल देयर आर सो मेनी ऑप्शंस टू प्रमोट इट. सो ऑप्शंस है बट कैन वी डू एवरीथिंग? इज इट बेटर टू ओनली रिस्ट्रिक्ट टू अ नैरो फील्ड और सब कुछ कर लें? उधर अगेन एक्सपर्टीज़ की ज़रूरत लगती है बिकॉज आई कैन नॉट डू एवरीथिंग. इंस्टाग्राम है, ट्विटर है, फेसबुक है, ठीक है, जस्ट बिकॉज वी कैन डजंट मीन वी शुड वाली बात हो जाती. देन अगेन आपका एक्सपर्टीज उधर हेल्प होता है. सो दीज आर द इनिशियल स्ट्रगल्स आई फील जो मार्केटिंग.
सो बेसिकली एक डुअल रोल प्ले करना होता है आपको एंड आई थिंक द डेलीगेशन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, राइट? अगर आप डेलीगेट नहीं करोगे ये टास्क to a special person, definitely your input is required. Correct, but you can't do it, right? Even though you seems कि मैं जाके Facebook ऐड तो मैं भी कर लूँगा, YouTube पे इतना information है, it's possible. Digital media is not a very much thing where no one can do it. Everyone can do it. Correct. But we have to understand, is it something I need to do it or not, right?
There is another point is whether I can do it or not. But I will say anyone can do it, but how efficiently? That is more important.
That is true.
So just doing it is not enough. So as I said, like when I'm talking about digital marketing agency or anyone, so there are anyone who is having that expertise will, of course, see. Of course, before being a plastic surgeon, I was a general surgeon. Okay, I did my general surgery practice. I was a gold medalist in that. Then I got plastic surgery. That doesn't mean that I will do a hernia or something. Like I know how to do a cholecystectomy, but I'm not going to do that because now my expertise is in plastic surgery. So I will be focused on that portion. I'm doing it day and out, so it's very easy and in routine for me. Now, if I'm doing something which is not my expertise or not my core area, then I might not get that good result. Even if like चलो ठीक है बात हो गई थी फेसबुक एड्स में रन करता हूँ, उससे कुछ मुझे ये आउटपुट नहीं आएगा. फॉरगेट अबाउट फेसबुक एड. इवन SEO की बात करते हैं, अगर SEO में मैंने वेबसाइट बना लिया, मेरे साइट से कंटेंट वगैरह कर दिया, आई डिडंट रीअरेंज इट प्रॉपरली एंड उसमें जो बैकलिंक्स है बहुत सारी चीज़ें आई एम नॉट डूइंग इट प्रॉपरली, तो इट विल नॉट शो एनी रिजल्ट. इट विल नॉट रीच आउट टू द पेशेंट्स. ओके, वन पॉइंट. कोलेसिस्टेक्टमी मैं करूँगा या फिर एक कोई गैस्ट्रोएंटरोलॉजिस्ट गैस्ट्रो सर्जन करेगा, उसमें बहुत फ़र्क रहेगा. सो दैट इज़ व्हाट वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट. हमें वो जो करना है वो एफिशिएंटली करना है. नाउ एज अ सर्जन फॉर मी इट इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल. आई हैव माई सर्जरीज, आई हैव माई पोस्ट ऑप्स, आई हैव माई न्यू पेशेंट्स, आई हैव माई फॉलोअप्स. देयर आर मल्टीपल थिंग्स लाइंड अप. So doing everything, and after that I have, if I'm doing like marketing stuff also or the digital presence and all, then it's very difficult for me. Yeah, of course, content creation, so the content writing and all that I can suggest, but rearranging things and giving it on the platform, putting it on a platform is very important. So that has to be done by an expert only.
करेक्ट. टू गेट दी ऑप्टिमल रिजल्ट, राइट? हम लोग को जो डिजायर्ड रिजल्ट चाहिए अगर वो एक एक्सपर्ट करेगा तो ही बेटर है, राइट?
हमें वो डेटा भी तो एनालाइज करना नहीं आएगा ना सर कि हमने कुछ कैंपेन रन किया, इज इट इफेक्टिव, इज इट हिटिंग दोस टच पॉइंट्स, वो टारगेट पॉपुलेशन हम कैसे करेंगे?
And also, as you rightly said, that where all we can put it, that also we are not sure, because cancer being something very sensitive of a topic, we cannot trivialize it, because as medical practitioners talk, they make everything like a medical jargon, and yeah, we talk in
Yeah.
terminologies. But when we are talking it to people, and especially the ones who are suffering with it, so it's very necessary to be very sensitive about these matters when we are displaying information. So I think that also we require experts for.
इट्स सिमिलर वे लाइक एज यू मेंशन कि एक जनरल सर्जन जीपी क्लिनिक है और एक स्पेशलाइज्ड क्लिनिक है, राइट? सो उनका एक ओन लिमिटेशन है फॉर अ जनरल फिजिशियन एंड द स्पेशलाइज्ड. सो इफ यू हैव अ स्पेसिफिक प्रॉब्लम, अगर डेंटल का प्रॉब्लम है तो यू गो टू डेंटिस्ट,
Yeah.
राइट?
Of course.
That's where the things are there. You have to delegate your tasks to the right people, those who are specialized in that industry, so that then only you will get the required results and the output whatever you are saying in that.
Absolutely.
So इसमें एक time management का बहुत important role होगा, जैसे आपने बोला है. How do you manage that time?
Time management is difficult. Usually whatever the writing or content writing वाला जो part है, मैं usually evening में ही कर पाता हूँ. After my clinic is over and everything is done for the day. That is only time we get usually. Sometimes in between we have to do these things. Otherwise it's
इन बिटवीन पेशेंट्स कभी हो जाता है, 2
Yeah.
पेशेंट के बीच में टाइम रहा एंड उस फ्लो में आ गया तो कभी कर लेते
Between-
और
two
ये
surgeries
सब
में-
सिचुएशन में कभी बर्नआउट भी होता होगा ना कि
Absolutely.
there is too much going on.
Absolutely.
So how you manage that thing? I think more of mental side, right? Mental stress.
कंसिस्टेंसी इज व्हाट वी नीड ना सर. एक
Yeah.
बार तो मैं भी कर लूंगा, बट डूइंग इट डे इन डे आउट, दैट इज व्हाट वेयर्स यू डाउन.
And it's required our patience also, right? Playing a role of business owner, it's always required you to keep a patience. What I learned over the period of time, you need to be patient. You have to test lots of things, what's working, what's not working, and you have to invest your time, your money, your resources. Then only you can grow. You can't expect that I have done something today, it will give me result tomorrow. Yeah.
possible.
So this part, because that's where we have seen multiple time where the educational need of this digital media is also need for the professional.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's where we drive certain program where we train also, because that is more important, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
कि डिजिटल मीडिया का यही रोल नहीं है कि सिर्फ हमें बिजनेस जनरेट करना, अवेयरनेस भी है. एंड सेम थिंग अप्लाइज टू अस ऑल्सो. व्हेन द क्लाइंट्स आर कमिंग विद सर्टन नॉलेज एंड इंफॉर्मेशन व्हाट दे हैव, इट्स ईजी फॉर अस टू डू दैट लेवल ऑफ कॉन्वर्सेशन विद देम. लेकिन अगर कुछ पता ही नहीं है तो इट्स वेरी हार्ड फॉर अस ऑल्सो, बिकॉज you speak medical terms, we speak marketing terms.
See, I would say if the person sitting next to you doesn't know it, that is all okay. But if he has a wrong information, then it's
Yeah.
very difficult. For example, in my case, जैसे आप इंस्टा में मल्टीपल रील्स चलते रहते हैं या फिर यूट्यूब पे जो शॉर्ट्स चलते हैं, मल्टीपल प्रोडक्ट्स दे आर शोइंग कि ये आप लगा लो, उससे आप क्या, आप लगा के बस वाइप करो, आपके एक्ने गायब हो जाएंगे, यू विल हैव अ स्मूथ स्किन. दिस डजंट हैपन इन प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ. ऑफ कोर्स दैट इज़ अ रीज़न. एंड पेशेंट जब आते हैं, नहीं मैंने वो देखा था, उन्होंने पीआरपी किया था और पीआरपी से इमीडिएटली ग्लो आ गया था. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इट इज़ अ गुड टेक्निक. PRP, vampire facial is a good technique, but it takes some time to show the result, of course. But same situation with in your case, someone is coming to you, I'm giving you the contract, we are signing up, and next day से मुझे clients आने चाहिए. So that doesn't happen. So wrong information is the main culprit. Information नहीं है, that is all okay. But wrong information है, that is the biggest problem.
बस पहले वो क्लीन करना है, फिर
So
आपको
we have to clean it up first, and then we have to
Build up the
patch
right
up the
Actually.
right information over there.
So why we are into this industry, one of the reason is like from last 10 years working so closely with doctors, we believe marketing is very closely, it's very similar like a medical professional. You have to diagnose and then only you can make something change.
Yeah.
Just take an
Yeah.
example, जैसे आपने बोला कि काफ़ी क्लाइंट्स आते हैं जो सेम बोलेंगे कि हाँ मैंने अभी 4 कंपनीज के साथ काम किया है, आई ऑलरेडी लॉस्ट 6 months of time, नाउ यू हैव 3 months of time, बट वी डोंट हैव अ मैजिक स्टिक.
Absolutely.
You have to give that particular time no matter what your past was.
Exactly.
But अभी आप हमारे साथ जो शुरुआत कर रहे हो, the reason you are discussing with us it means something is not good happen with you. So you have to give the
Absolutely.
justified
See,
time to us,
it
and for
takes-
that it required a patience.
For a good result, time is the main factor. Like many of the times I'm getting patients like, सर मेरा ना अगले महीने शादी है, उससे पहले मुझे पूरा टमी टक करके ये करना है, मुझे पूरा लाइपोसक्शन करके फिट रहना है, मेरा 10 दिन बाद शादी है या फिर 10 दिन बाद मेरा ये फंक्शन है, उससे पहले मुझे ये करना है. सो दिस इज नॉट पॉसिबल, यू हैव ऑलरेडी शॉर्ट ऑफ टाइम. सो एंड anything, whether it's a recovery from surgery or medical treatment or even your, for example, SEO, that is a time tested things.
Correct.
They will give you result, but of course they will take some time. उनका एक टाइम फ्रेम है, that has to be followed. ऐसे नहीं, कुछ मैजिक कहीं पे भी नहीं है कि आप यहीं से मतलब फॉर एग्जाम्पल यहाँ से आलू डालो उधर से सोना निकलेगा. दिस इज नॉट गोइंग टू हैपन.
He said consistency is the key.
Yeah.
एंड टाइम आप दोगे जब आपके पास इंफॉर्मेशन है, अवेयरनेस है
Absolutely.
ना, दैट इज वेयर अगेन आपका
सो
role help.
काफ़ी केसेस में ये ऑब्जर्व किया है, पीपल डोंट डिफरेंशिएट बिटवीन सेल्स एंड मार्केटिंग.
या
उन्हें लगता है कि हमने किसी कंपनी को या किसी एजेंसी को हायर किया है, इट मीन्स दे विल डू द सेल्स.
Yeah.
वी कांट रन योर बिजनेस, वी आर योर एक्सटेंडेड मार्केटिंग टीम वेयर these are our core expertise and we can help you in that part.
Yeah.
You can't set up that team in house, so we are your extended team.
Yeah.
बट अभी 3 महीने में कोई बोलेगा कि हमें इसका सेल्स ला दो इन केस ऑफ ई-कॉमर्स ब्रांड, और पेशेंट्स नहीं आ रहे, पेशेंट्स लेके आ जाओ. दैट्स नॉट द थिंग. वी कैन हेल्प योर ब्रांड टू एलिवेट मोर विजिबल सो दैट यू गेट मोर फुटफॉल. अभी फुटफॉल तो आ गया लेकिन आपने उसको कंसल्ट ही नहीं किया, एंड दैट्स वन ऑफ द मेजर प्रॉब्लम. लीड मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम. You get the inquiries, but you are busy in doing your
Yeah.
surgery, so there are no systems in place who can manage your lead effectively, and you are losing the potential business.
So I think it's about right delegation at every
Correct.
part.
True.
So it has
it's
to
a
be this way.
teamwork basically.
Yeah, it's a teamwork. You have to be patient, delegate it to the right team or the right people. Then only it's a collective output will come.
एंड ऑल्सो पेशेंट्स विल अप्रिशिएट अ क्विकर रिस्पॉन्स. लीड आ गया बट नॉट लाइक आपने कल रिप्लाई किया, परसों रिप्लाई किया,
True.
दैट ऑल्सो गोज अवे. देन इंस्टेंटली भी रिप्लाई करना इट्स
Yeah, absolutely. Because those patients who are looking, or anyone who is looking information online, we are not only the visible after putting all the effort.
Right.
There are 10 other competitors, those who are there putting the similar effort. So you need to act fast over there and give the right information, because nowadays all the patients are very smart. They have all the information. Might be as sir mentioned, वो right नहीं होगी लेकिन उनके पास information तो है. कुछ ना कुछ रील्स में देखा है. They have a right, they can question us, counter us कि ये ऐसे क्यों, या ये इतना costly क्यों है. Then you have to educate. That's your consulting part will come. If you are giving them the right information, then that potential patients will be able to take the conversation further with you.
And I think it's also about making the right SOPs beforehand, so that helps you make it very easy. Then it's on automation. You're not struggling every time.
Correct.
So I think that's very necessary also.
So one of the point I think which I wanted to again discuss here, like cost, which is very important. Being Indian market is particularly very cost sensitive market. So how you address your patient when they come with certain comparison which is not realistic. अरे वहाँ तो ये चीज़ इतने में मिल रही है. Like nowadays in medical professional, and we also face being a digital marketing company, that ये तो हमें यहाँ से इतना कोट आ रहा है, आप तो इतना कर रहे हो. Means all those kind of question is like a everyday question. So how you handle this part?
That is a very common situation with me.
Yes.
Particularly when a cosmetic patient is coming to me, they are like, सर ये चीज़ तो वहाँ पे इतने में हो रही है. फॉर एग्जांपल लेट्स से कुछ लेज़र रीसर्फेसिंग. सो लेज़र रीसर्फेसिंग, सर उनका तो ये इतना कॉस्ट है, आपका इतना है. सो lasers or the machineries or equipments, they are also available in Chinese made machines are available all around, and the standard ones are available. So of course the difference between them is a Chinese, for example, LHR machine, laser hair removal, it's available from 1,20,000 का machine ही आ जाता है, and that is enough. So of course, and what we have is in multiple lakhs. Okay, so it is उसमें क्वालिटी में बहुत डिफरेंस आता है. सेकेंड थिंग अगेन, दिस इज़ मोर ऑफ इन कंजर्वेटिव ये ट्रीटमेंट्स लाइक थ्रेड्स. फॉर एग्जांपल थ्रेड्स में है तो देर आर चाइनीज थ्रेड्स विच आर अवेलेबल लाइक पैकेट ऑफ 10 थ्रेड्स इन 500 रुपीज़. 50 रुपीज़ का एक थ्रेड आता है, एंड द अदर वन what we are using Aptos and all, these are 60,000 for 10 threads. So it's a 6,000. So where is 50 rupees and where is 6,000 rupees? The reason behind these cost difference is the quality of material and of course the expertise of putting that. So they have, when they are coming to me, they are like, sir, we have already spent a lot on this and now we are exhausted of amount, and ये दूसरे डॉक्टर ने हमें इतना इतना दिया था, ऑल्दो ही वॉज नॉट अ प्लास्टिक सर्जन, वो एक कॉस्मेटोलॉजिस्ट ही थे, या ही और शी, वो तो कॉस्मेटोलॉजिस्ट ही थी. सो यू कैन नॉट कंपेयर अ प्लास्टिक सर्जन विथ अ कॉस्मेटोलॉजिस्ट, ऑफ कोर्स, हु इज़ अ नॉन मेडिकल. ओके,
True.
of course there is a difference between the quality of treatment, the equipments, material and everything, whatever you are going to get through it. Okay? There are, as you can see, मार्केट में सब कुछ अवेलेबल है. वहाँ पे मर्सिडीज़ भी है, वहाँ पे नैनो भी है. आपको क्या चूज़ करना है, what you want is your choice. So it is not just the cost, it is the quality you are getting on behalf of that, which is more important. So you have to weigh that thing कि मुझे क्या चाहिए exactly, और वो cost जो भी है, am I affording that cost or not? And उसमें अगर मुझे वो नहीं मिल रहा है अच्छे से, तो what's point in that spending that so low amount? So cost and quality, this struggle is going to be there, and it's a never ending point.
लेकिन जो एंड यूजर है या पेशेंट, दे डोंट अंडरस्टैंड, राइट? व्हाट पॉइंट you have highlighted here are a very I think a very deep point, right? People are searching, they are just comparing, like how we do a shopping on any of the e-commerce platform कि यहाँ कितने का मिल रहा है, but we need to understand this is a medical field and we can't take the decision how we are doing a shopping, right? We have to be mindful in taking our healthcare decision in that way. And as you mentioned, by comparing the things, who is doing what, like काफ़ी पता चला है कि non-surgeon is also doing surgeon now.
Absolutely,
Right?
absolutely.
So many of
So
them.
how risky is for that patient, right?
So that is of course there, like particularly when we're talking about hair transplants and liposuctions, there are multiple smaller clinics you are running, like we are doing non-surgical liposuction, as I said. So there is no liposuction in clinic. Liposuction is always in a hospital setup. Hair transplant, there is a huge difference between the cost of hair transplant. Even some of the dentists are doing,
No.
although according to the government's GR, which was released last year, only dermatologists and plastic surgeons are have authority to operate on like hair transplantation. But still there are things going on market, and because of that the quality hampers, everything is hampered.
So as you mentioned, इसका एक गाइडलाइन रिलीज हुआ है गवर्नमेंट से. So is there a impact कि ये जो नॉन प्रैक्टिसिंग प्रोफेशनल्स थे जिनको एक्चुअली नहीं करना चाहिए था वो कर रहे तो, but still going on?
See, it is still going on.
It happens. You cannot control that.
It is very difficult to control thing in a country like ours.
Yeah.
There is a huge population.
Correct.
And even for government it is very difficult to control everything. You cannot go to every clinic and see what things are going on. So it's practically not possible. But yeah, of course, whenever someone is looking for a treatment, they have to weigh those things, the cost and the quality. It's not just the cost. Of course, people are very cost sensitive, but then you have to think about the quality also, about that treatment.
So I think same way, and that's where I have mentioned that medical is very much related to our field in the marketing.
Absolutely.
Where we have to consult them that when they compare the cost, I have seen many example in our agency career कि first वो अपना cost के लिए, because they don't see value, they go and give it to someone else where they burn and they come back to us, "Can now you take it up."
So you have to do the damage control as well.
Exactly,
Earlier.
exactly. But by the time you already lost that period of 6 months to a year when you are coming back to us, we will definitely take it up, but you are losing that time. But certain things which are there, which we learn over the period of time as a human, right? So वो चीज़ वहाँ पे होती है, कॉस्ट फैक्टर जब रहता है इस मार्केट में, and that's where I see a difference in working. When we work with the overseas client in terms of cost, definitely there is a negotiation, but not to that level, and that level of comparison is going to happen. Whereas because here options are there, that's the one of the reasons.
I think
right?
awareness and education also makes a lot of difference. Basically,
Correct.
you're paying that price for the precision you are providing.
Yeah,
So if it's robust, if it's right on point, I think you have to pay that price.
correct. Few clinics, like one of the cosmetic clinics itself, even in Australia, they got penalized because Google, it's a very technical thing. In SEO part, when you are not doing as per the guideline, Google will outrank your domain. Understand, as a brand, if your name is Dr. Lukesh and Dr. Parth is coming, you will not like it ना, कि भाई मेरे नाम सर्च कर रहा है तो मेरा ही आना चाहिए. हाँ, कोई डॉक्टर लुकेश और हो सकते हैं with another surname, they might come. But that's where the things were happening, and we were struggling it to fix it for a few months, and then realize client ने वो initial information जो हम first audit जिसको कहते हैं उसमें वो information नहीं share की थी, and the client were very casual. हाँ, मेरा वो वेबसाइट पेनलाइज हुआ था गूगल से, बट वी वर लाइक, ओह, इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग टू शेयर अस. यू आर लाइक हाइडिंग द रिपोर्ट व्हेन यू आर गोइंग टू डॉक्टर कि मुझे ये डिसीज हुआ था पास में और मैं मेडिकेशन कैसे दूं अभी आप.
But that happens.
Yeah, and then we have to start it again.
That's a very common scenario.
That happens.
Serious penalties are there when it comes to your brand, and that's where the big companies or a big brand, they are not going to compromise on a cost. They will say you take a premium price, but do it at a quality work. Because when there is a low cost involved, not in 100% case, but most of the cases में आपका quality compromise होगा, right? So that's where the things of the cost is very important to evaluate it properly.
Right.
And then you spend it accordingly in a right direction with the right team.
आपने जो बताया, sorry.
Yeah.
So that is the point now. Cheap is not always bad, and costly is not always the good. So you have to see all the things.
Correct.
आपने जो बताया सर कि गूगल पेनलाइज करता है
Yeah.
ना, इवन इन साइकेट्री आई हैव हैड दैट एक्सपीरियंस माई सेल्फ पर्सनली कि you are not aware that you are not allowed to post some things on Google because the algorithm flags it. Anything about alcohol, smoking, tobacco, substance abuse, suicide, these are so many things which I see on a daily basis.
Correct.
You cannot post it online because
Because of those words.
Yeah, you get banned, suspended,
Banned.
taken down, whatever, and that is where the role of a professional agency comes in, trying to convey it in a acceptable format. So काफी help होता है सर ये भी.
True, true.
I don't know medical practitioners, they are aware of this also. I don't think so.
Yeah, and that's where our part come to
Yeah,
educate them.
exactly.
Because it's not possible. Na? This is a different industry, different
Absolutely.
field.
See, we are, as a medical practitioner, we are aware of what are the government's guideline or medical council's guideline and what is allowed and all. But regarding the Google or the digital
The trending
platform,
market
it's
is-
Yeah.
difficult.
And that's where the things also gets changed. Are you dealing with a company of 2-3 people where they are managing everything, or dealing with a company where the different departments
That
are
makes a lot
structured,
of difference.
like analytical department, your content, your website developer, then you get that level of expertise coming. One person is not doing the 10 things over there, so the attention is getting. अगर content लिखवाना है तो content team लिखेगी, website changes करवाने तो developer है, campaign manager to analyze your data, and this is a collective effort.
Right.
And that's where your cost also increase because you're managing with all those team members. And if you run with these all 4 department with 2 people, definitely you can quote it in any price.
So
And
it's basically jack of all, master of none.
yeah, true. So next thing is like a platform wise, because particularly to you both, you are working and spending your resources and energy, time, everything on digital platform. So which platforms are working well for you both, and how do you see that?
Sir, for me, predominantly, I feel Google Ads is something which gives me instant results.
Okay.
again, this is my take, he might beg to differ, but people who are searching for me might want instant results. Google पे search कर लिया, नींद नहीं आ रही है चलो, या फिर टेंशन हो रहा है, हेडेक हो रहा है. And for me, Google Ads is the first primary source which drives my patients. A lot of blogs जो मैं अपने website पे लिखता हूँ, that is what also helps people understand things better. For me, Google Ads and website is a primary way where
Primary
patients
source.
find me.
Yeah.
Yes, I would like to do more of Instagram reels, but again, जैसे आपने बताया टाइम मैनेजमेंट की बात आ जाती है उसमें, so
True.
इशू हो जाता है.
Yeah, it's always better to start with something and then scale it to different channels and the vertical. You can't start with 10 things because at the end you need to be a owner and manage of all those things. Is it something same with you, Dr. Lokesh?
In my practice, like particularly in cosmetic surgery, I would say Instagram, Facebook has also a big role, particularly for the entry point. For the entry point, like for example, whatever the reels and shorts which are on the Insta and Facebook, or even banner, a small banner, just a banner about liposuction or a tummy tuck. So to bring it to the notice of a person who is searching over that, for entry point, Facebook and Instagram has a big role. But for engagement, when he's reaching out to your website, reading out things, and then he's engaging with your total platform or your services, that is more important. So of course it has a integrated role. So you cannot just rely, yeah, of course Instagram is working, so Instagram से ही लेके ख़त्म करो, या फिर सिर्फ SEO से ही आएगा. So it is, I will say, integrated thing. So one is which is giving you the entry point, and one is engaging your patient.
So you have to basically balance out
Balance
both the
everything,
things.
yeah.
One platform is creating
Yeah.
some lead generation for you, the
Absolutely.
other can do a brand building part.
Because see, nowadays it's a era of T20. So everybody, they are not going to see long videos or anything. Even if you are putting some big video of 30 minutes or 1 hour, most of them usually avoid or skip it. So a short video or thumbnail, like short video reel or a banner with thumbnail, they will engage it. If they are in, like they want to see it, they will of course click it and go to your website, then they will read it, or of course they can see your other videos. So that is one engagement part. So of course it has to be a balanced approach.
और ये डिजिटल अवेयरनेस का पार्ट कितना इम्पोर्टेंट रोल प्ले किया है व्हेन द पेशेंट कम्स टू यू एज ए नोन फैक्टर, राइट? यू माइट बी आस्किंग और नॉट, बट दे विल टेल यू, अच्छा मैंने देखा है आपका ये वेबसाइट.
बोलते हैं ना सर.
Absolutely. It's a very common scenario. They tell us आपका ये वीडियो देखा था, या फिर आपका वेबसाइट पे मैंने ये पढ़ा था, तो वहाँ पे मुझे ऐसे ऐसे पता चला एंड ऑल. तो of course they are aware of. So it is has a big role. That is true.
It also validates your time, money, effort जो आपने डाला है in creating that content. अच्छा चलो, at least people are seeing it. वो भी अच्छा लगता है सर. It validates your.
Yeah. True. Any input, Dr. Pranjali, from your side? How do you see from outside perspective?
No, definitely it does help. So I think Google searches, they definitely add up, and often we see patients coming and saying that we read this particular thing on your website and that has drawn my attention, and I wanted a specialist on this, which I read. So I think that does add value.
Also, the biggest advantage I feel what she's saying, जो हमने पढ़ा, it's not necessarily people who are living in my area are reading it. I am getting patients from other states, other
Okay.
countries sometimes.
Yeah.
So reach बढ़ जाता
Reach
है. That
काफी
I think
बड़ा है.
हमने बात नहीं किया, but the reach is massive.
You're directly targeting the masses. That happens.
Yeah. So you are not limiting. Once your website is live and you are creating your online visibility, it's for the global.
Yeah.
Definitely आपका primary market where you are located, the maximum patient will come from that particular location. Let's say we are sitting in New Bombay. So Navi Mumbai का जो है, they are more primary audience because they will prefer to come, but it's not restricted. Someone might take an online consultation from Delhi if they are more relating to you, or overseas also, right?
Yes, sir.
Is it something happen in any of your case?
A lot in my case, especially
Okay.
because people want opinions. I'm sure in his case as well. But I have had patients from other states. They fly all the way. पास्ट एक्सपीरियंसेस ख़राब है एंड ऑलरेडी आपने अवेयरनेस पे इतना सब काम कर दिया है, दे आर प्रिटी क्लियर कि ओके दीज आर द पॉसिबल पाथ्स वी कैन फॉलो, वी कैन ट्राई आउट. अभी if someone is suffering from depression for 5 years, they have a pretty good list of medicines tried. But then when they see newer advances in depression, newer medicines, newer molecules released, they think, chalo, let's give it a try. And ultimately,
Yeah.
people will always want to try out a medical treatment, at least compared to a surgical treatment. It's more challenging for him. But for me, chalo, try to kar hi lete hain. So people do come, and that has been something very surprising for me, that someone from outside of India, even neighboring countries, when they search for example, treatment for ADHD, and when your name pops up, that is something which
Correct.
is...
And these we can consider is at a win, right?
Yeah,
These are the wins for us, whatever efforts
for both,
you
for
are.
the patient as well, because he
Correct.
got the treatment which he was searching for at the right place, at the right time.
Got it. So if we talk about any results, how this impacted of digital campaign, where boosting the traffic or any number of conversions in terms of patient inquiry. Let's say you started your journey few years back, you were at experts percentage, and now at this stage, after investing for 2 to 3 years in the digital campaign, you are at 100% growth, 200%. What is that?
Massive ना सर, obviously journey starts by yourself. आपको पता नहीं रहता है, चलो ट्राई कर लेते हैं, जैसे आपने बताया, you try by yourself, you fail, इतना सक्सेसफुल नहीं होता है, बट eventually थोड़े कन्वर्शन स्टार्ट होते हैं, that builds your confidence कि okay, this is some avenue which I can look forward to. And then like you said, time देना ज़रूरी है. तो first year maybe I think it was sporadic.
Okay.
Their inquiries weekly आते, then now it's on a daily basis you
Daily
get
basis.
inquiries. So that is more than enough validation कि you are
So-
on the right path.
बेसिकली आपने आपके लिए एक लीड जनरेशन मैकेनिज्म सेट कर दिया है अभी, राइट?
In both ways sir, calls भी आ जाते हैं, पता चलता है regularly, emails आ जाते हैं from the form that we have on our website, so you get a regular list की okay every day, every 2 days emails आ रहे हैं, queries आ रहे हैं, so that is
What is the impact on your digital
Yes, it
campaign?
has changed a lot. I never calculated things because couldn't get that time to calculate how the graph is going and all. But yeah, of course, it has impacted a lot, and it has things have improved much better and smoother, I will say, with digital campaigning. So that of course have a
Any advice to other healthcare practitioners who are struggling?
See, digital presence is a must thing. It is not optional in today's era. So we cannot ignore it. If you have to be here, I'm not talking about just having leads or having patients. Everything.
Yeah.
Creating a brand value. More than its marketing is like, as you said, sales is different, marketing is different. We are not selling anything.
Correct.
We are just creating awareness, and that awareness will of course bring a brand value. That brand value gives you the result. So we are not selling anything like कुछ हमारा डिस्काउंट चल रहा है and all. Yeah, हाँ. We don't have such kind of like offers.
Yeah, so in a nutshell, you are saying to create your own brand equity, not more from a transactional perspective. Your brand visibility is very
Visibility is
important,
more important.
and that's where you need to invest and patiently give the time.
I think that is what actually makes the trust between the patient and a doctor.
Because nowadays अगर हम देखें जो न्यू जनरेशन है एंड ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ टाइम जो हमारा एक वर्ड ऑफ माउथ और एक ट्रस्ट रहता था पहले के केसेस में कि वी आज जीपी पड़ोसी को पूछ लिया रिलेटिव को, नाउ इट्स नो
Practice
मोर,
has
राइट?
changed.
Its practices change and future generation is not going to ask parents also, right? What is there visible online, if they like it, if they want to, they will go ahead, right?
Absolutely. So even if some of the friend or someone has suggested some doctor or someone, they are going to there and they don't like it, they will just skip it off.
Yeah.
It's not like previous era कि नहीं इन्होंने बोला है तो मैं करके ही जाऊँगा.
Correct.
See, in Parth's case, he is a psychiatrist. So psychiatry में एक तो पहले वो बताएंगे नहीं, वो बताएंगे भी तो फिर नहीं मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगा, फिर मेरा हो गया. दीपांजलि का है, so इसके केस में तो रेडियोथेरेपी कीमोथेरेपी दे गो हैंड इन हैंड. सो दे आर नॉट अवेयर, इवन मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स इवन फ्यू ऑफ द डॉक्टर्स आर नॉट अवेयर किस पर्टिकुलर केस में कीमो देना है कि किस में रेडियो देना है. एंड दे थिंक लाइक कीमो रेडियो इज अ कॉम्बिनेशन, वो ऐसे 1+1 फ्री में मिलता है.
That is true.
सो रेडियो किस में देना है, नहीं देना है, कौन सा देना है, सच में ज़रूरत है नहीं है. सो दीज आर मल्टीपल थिंग्स. सो ऑफ कोर्स डिजिटल हैज़ अ अपर हैंड ऑन दैट.
Actually, अभी किसी को suggest भी किया जाएगा, so they would want to know about their doctor. So they would want to go on Google and check
Yeah.
it, their profile, what is their specialty, and if they like it, only then they would want to prefer.
So this is all your brand visibility, right?
Yeah, so
When
it
you are-
definitely adds up to the visibility. And I think it's okay for the person who's searching also. You're getting everything online, you're getting everything available, so they can make their choice wisely.
इट हैज़ बिकम समथिंग लाइक अ मैट्रिमोनी सर्च. सो थोड़ा सा बैकग्राउंड चेक भी होके आता है डॉक्टर का. डॉक्टर ने कहाँ से MCH किया है,
हाँ.
और क्या क्या किया है, कहाँ कहाँ पे अटैच है, कौन से हॉस्पिटल. सो
So I think it's very important also when you are going to such specialist
Yeah.
to aware, right? To read the information and
Of
to
course,
know
of
that
course, sir.
person. It's not like which normal viral ho gaya, I'm just going to GP and coming
No.
back, right?
Absolutely.
So when you're going for a specialist, there is some research and you need to be available. And those who are not available, they are basically losing this potential market in a business term. Because what we say in a business term, if you are visible, you are credible. The visibility brings more credibility to your profile.
Plus, patients are so aware and educated now that they want to know everything. So definitely it changes.
So the next thing what I want to talk is your key learning of the digital journey. आपका क्या learning रहा है?
I think you should start as early as possible because time इधर भी आता है. जैसे if I need trying to treat a patient, this also needs time. Credibility build up.
Correct.
Patient on patient भी होता है and you know database on database भी. Like initially maybe you start off with Google and your website, but then another thing which you should also consider, the more visible you are to patients, you're also equally visible to media houses who might ask you for quotes on their newspapers, which is also what's been happening. That
Okay.
you Google Dr. Parth Nagda, maybe Indian Express, you'll find an entire page for that.
Wow.
Corporates might pick up and they might want you to give talks to their employees. Again, your reach amplifies. अभी आपका digital presence नहीं है, वो क्या करेंगे सर? So this is something which also you should consider, that the earlier you invest in everything, not just SEO or Google, but जैसे उन्होंने बताया Facebook और Instagram. Everything ultimately leads to one point, and that is how it really impacts your journey.
So you are saying that this visibility take you to the different level
Not
also, like a
patients, that
media.
is what's important.
Yeah, media house का या किसी का psychiatrist.
Journalists हैं सर.
अगर सर्च किया, अगर आप विजिबल हो, दैट्स वेयर दे आर एबल टू रीच आउट, राइट? अगर आपका विजिबिलिटी नहीं होता तो
And then अगर आपका एक quote आ जाता है एक newspaper, that again amplifies your reach in
Yeah,
another
yeah.
medium as well. So
True.
this is also what.
so getting a media attention is not easy, right? But if you are getting it through Google, this is all your effort which you have
Of course,
put across over the period of time.
Yes sir.
Yeah. Dr. Lukesh,
As Parth said, that starting early is important, but I will say starting early is important as well as there are two things: consistency and patience. That is also equally important, because if you do it, it's nothing like you have made a website or something, or you have put a content on a blogspot and you have put it and that's it's done. So there is a consistent mechanism going on the background basically. तो वो आपको कंसिस्टेंसी रखना है. यू हैव टू अपडेट योर थिंग्स. सी इंफॉर्मेशन इज कंटिन्यूसली कमिंग आउट. So as a practitioner, as a plastic surgeon, I am getting the information from journals and my colleagues, peers and all. So that information has to be updated every time. So of course that consistency has to be there, and patience mainly. That it is not for the result oriented. See, we are not businessmen, we are professionals. So that is the biggest difference between the like sales, as we said, sales and marketing wala part. So as a professional, we are just to spread the information, the data, and that will of course generate some ROI for us. That is different story. But yeah, that consistency and patience has to be there during digital. That I learned during these two. So nothing is like, although it is a T20 as I said, but it's nothing like आपने आज किया और कल से आपका शुरू हो गया.
True.
So you have to be very patient about things.
Got it. So now the next thing is, how about the patient's testimonial playing important role in your online discovery?
Patient testimonials are important, equally important. Of course, someone like, even if for me, if I'm going looking for something, of course I'm going to see the reviews, how the reviews are there, and those testimonials matters a lot, and they have an impact. They are like creating your job much easier. That is equally yeah. So yeah, of course, testimonials have a big role.
To basically build the authority, right? Trust and authority for that
Problem
part.
is that, sir, sometimes again it is completely understandable, but because of issues of confidentiality, patients might not want to leave a
Yeah.
review or a
Yeah.
rating in his case or my case as well. But it is always a good feeling at the end of the day when you get a notification XYZ left a 5-star review. It is a feel good feeling.
Correct.
See, for it is not about only the testimonials put on the Google or someone. Even patient doing you a DM as a
Yeah,
thanks and
private
all.
message.
That
Yeah.
even that testimonial is important for us.
Yeah.
That if the patient is happy, your job is done.
So, doctor, you are very invested with your patients also.
Huh.
That happens often. You
And if
invest
they
your
are
time.
saying it's a kind of big thing, right? As a
Exactly.
doctor.
So in the end of the day, if you're seeing some nice message that you know you
Yeah.
really helped me, or your treatment really helped me, it really brings smile to you.
Yeah.
So that really counts.
So one more point I wanted to touch base is like how your experience of investing. It is more of technical side because SEO and ads. So what's triggered to decide to invest in both or select one? How was that part?
So when I started with the digital one, of course, SEO is a long-term process, so it takes some time. Ads are one thing which gives you a quick reach. I will not say quick ROI or yeah, but yeah, quick reach. So that to spread, for example, I'm having a new machine or new treatment I'm with Morpheus 8 is with me. So Morpheus 8 मुझे अगर अभी उसका awareness करना है, SEO will take for few months. By that time, it might be the older one technology. So in such situation, quick solution is a ad campaign that gives a quick reach to the targeted your clients. So that is difference between the campaign and all. So as I said, nothing is like single modality doesn't work. So you have to go around everything, but in a balanced fashion. So of course, if you're spending a lot on your just ads, then it's of no use. If you're not doing SEO, you're just doing SEO without anything. So आपको वो देखना है. सी क्रिकेट टीम पर्टिकुलरली, जैसे आपको क्रिकेट टीम में हर कोई चाहिए. यू नीड अ बैटर, यू नीड अ बॉलर, यू नीड अ ऑलराउंडर. ऐसे नहीं कि आप 10 के 10 ऑलराउंडर भर दोगे तो हो जाएगा. सो इट इज़ mechanism basically. There is a system which runs.
Yeah, absolutely. Any point up?
I would like to just concur with what he said. That is important that ultimately आपका गोल है कि आपका ओन खुद का ब्रांड बनाना है.
Yeah.
That is where SEO हेल्प करता है. एड्स जब तक आप चला रहे हो चलेंगे, बट उसके बाद इट इज़ योर वेबसाइट विच इज़ क्रेडिबल. चलो 4-5 स्पॉन्सर्ड पोस्ट्स के नीचे अगर फर्स्ट आपका वेबसाइट दिखता है, दैट इज अगेन मोर ट्रस्टवर्दी फॉर द पेशेंट एज वेल. Because sometimes patients also know ad है, it's a sponsored thing. But अगर आपका वेबसाइट ऑर्गेनिकली ऊपर आ रहा है, that means a lot of people have searched for it and it is coming up. So that is something which is also not to be discounted as well, the SEO part.
So I want to summarize it in a way like we have all the 360-degree approach. That's what we consult and tell the client. कि आप सारे approach use करिए. In a small way, whatever you can start. So first is your website, because that's the face of your clinic or
That
your
is the backbone of your.
Then you decide whether SEO is a long-term thing as for your brand visibility or getting a quality traffic for future, because you can't rely on ads every time, because sometime ad goes off some technical things happen, then your business with zero inquiries. You don't need to be in that situation. So your organic visibility needs to be there, as well as your ads, as Dr. Lukesh mentioned, instant boost. Instant doesn't means tomorrow. Instant means also have a time frame of 2 to 3 months, a good time frame where you start getting the genuine inquiries. So that's where we recommend our client to have a balanced approach in SEO as well as Google ad. SEO, you put certain budget for a long term perspective. Ad, you can start immediately, so that a month, 30 to 45 days, you can start expecting result. And at the same time, social platform will boost for your brand credibility. If people know, it's not like you are just running ad and your website is not coming organically, you are no visible on social, so people will just think that is it real or not, because only the ad is coming. So that's where you have to balance that approach from all the channels.
Even social media, जो आपने बताया, it might take time to build up those
Correct.
follower counts or
Yeah.
whatever. So that is again something which people would hesitate to start. कि फायदा क्या, इतना followers तो है ही नहीं. But I think again start करोगे तो it will build up, I suppose.
And again, one thing about the followers, I will not say, see, we are not influencers.
Yeah.
We are professionals, so we are not looking for followers. Our job is to just spread the content. Content पहुंचना चाहिए, a right content has to spread. That's it. We are not looking for any followers. हमें Instagram या जैसे influencers का जो एक income source होता है through YouTube.
That depends on followers.
So we are not looking for that. So we are not bothered about followers कितने हैं क्या है. But yeah, that content should go. That is important.
It's just about you doing the most excellent job. But if people can't see you, it's of no good use to anybody.
Anything you want to ask, or any from a marketing standpoint or a digital thing?
So at end of the day, the story is same. Like today, you cannot live without your digital presence. And whenever you have to start, like there is no, उसमें लिए कोई मुहूर्त नहीं है. जब करना है शीघ्र, मतलब आप जितने जल्दी स्टार्ट करो उतना अच्छा है. You have to be consistent, patient. Of course, it will give you a result. That is not about. Yeah. Of course, with a proper agency or person. ठीक है. ये कहना बहुत difficult है कि who, like एक, for example, a small team is there, whether they will be good or not. Of course, that is a expertise can be there. But of course, when you have a proper system in an agency, proper people allotted for everything differently, and everybody is doing their job, then it will work.
To sum up our discussion in a way, I just wanted to take everyone's final takeaway for the new healthcare professional, how they see as a digital industry and what they want to do. So we'll start with you, Dr. Parth. What's
So
your
ultimately, yes, sir, our physical presence तो है ही है, but the online presence is as equally important, if not more nowadays, from an awareness perspective, availability perspective, to know where you're available, and for an expert opinion. People like multiple opinions nowadays, and they will go with what's the most trusted one. Price might be a factor, might not, but ultimately trust is what you have to build with the patient. And that is built up through multiple platform reviews. If you आपका प्रोफाइल दिखता है, गूगल रिव्यूज़ तो ही है, बट फ्रॉम अदर वेबसाइट्स भी हैं, प्रैक्टो से है, लाइब्रेट से, फेसबुक से, अल्टीमेटली ट्रस्ट बढ़ता है आपका. सो it just increases more and more trust, and that is how it impacts your business as a business owner. So we should start as early as possible. People are unaware about this, and this is the only way where you can also really catch up with your peers. Many times some people might pass out recently. It's for me, it's been about 6-7 years, but some people have passed out recently. How will they catch up? So this is also levels your playing field. And now with the advent of AI, again, आपके comment I would welcome कि how to incorporate this, because ये जो भी है, this is the past 3-4 years. Since the last year, AI has taken the world by storm. So this would be interesting to know your take as well, sir, कि how do we leverage that into our online presence as well?
Yeah, I think it's a good point, because everyone is talking about AI nowadays, and we see the future will definitely change, because it's getting more of conversational, right? You don't have to type, you just put a one word, the results are automatically coming. If you're asking for one thing, it is giving you a complete description. Let's say if I'm searching for Kashmir tours, which is the best time, which packages, everything, the information. But where this information is picking,
Coming from
website only, some of the information, the ways are changing. The way you are putting your content on your website, it will change. You have to add lots of videos. Content needs to be lengthy, which we always tell. Then it needs to have the FAQ, all the question and answer form. It's like we need to see as a web page or a website, we are speaking to our audience in a conversational way. If we are optimizing our page in that way, it will come up. And that's how the industry and the results will change over the period of time. People will not search. The results will come through all the LLM platforms.
Understood, sir.
Yeah. And that's where we have a team, as I mentioned, that there needs to be a team which is doing a research and development always. What's happening new? When we are discussing here, there needs to be some release or some new things are happening. Their complete focus is on learning new thing and implementing it on, and then see the results. If those testing is done, then we will implement it to the client's project. Because we can't do a testing. If something is new coming, I can't test on your website.
Absolutely.
If something is going wrong, we are accountable. So we have to first test if that is working. If it's working, then we can implement. So if you have that level of bandwidth and a team, then only you can do that level of task. So we have those teams who do the continuous research on a weekly basis and see what's happening new, implement and test the results, and do a data-driven analytical marketing on that part. So your final takeaway for new healthcare professionals, because since we are discussing more of healthcare industry today.
Yeah, that will be same thing. As a start early, be consistent patience, and one important point is to remember this thing that you are a professional. Don't be a businessman. So thinking about sales and ROI and all is leave it to the time. Time will take care of that part. You just do your job and that will definitely give the results. Yeah, with right place, right time, with a right person or right agency.
Correct. That's a key disclaimer. Coming to Dr. Dipanjali, final thing what I wanted to know about your experience of coming on this discussion platform, your experience, or how you want to sum up this.
No, of course. I mean, I got to know so many new things when we have this sort of a discussion. So as I said, that doctors can be specialized in their own branch and in their own fraternity, but we cannot do everything. It's very overwhelming for us to completely deal with our own profile and our digital presence also. So I think at that point, the right delegation is necessary, that you know the right people to delegate that job, which you're good at, and we can stick to the ones that we're good at. So I think that makes a lot of difference.
So we always, I am a personal firm believer कि जिसका जो काम है उन्हीं को करना है. We need a house help, so we have a people, right? So if the specialized people are doing their own job, the results are best.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
If we take everything in our control, the things are not going.
It's very
to
overwhelming
happen.
and it's very difficult.
So to just summarize this thing and the final takeaway, what you all mention is absolutely in align with the things like building your trust.
Yes, sir.
Start early because it takes time.
Yeah.
It's not like a quick thing, and it's not always about selling. It's about building the
Building the
relationship
trust.
with your clients, with your patients, building the visibility which can leverage to, as you mentioned, different media house
Yes,
or
sir.
anything can opportunity come up for you.
Absolutely.
And stay authentic, what I can say, and consistent.
That is most important.
Yeah. Because there is so much of information nowadays available, but what is right to pick?
Exactly.
That is also more important. Which information should we consume and what is right and what is not right? Because same time two experts are talking about two different things.
Yeah.
Yeah. With this note, I once again thanks each one of you for
Thank
spending
you.
this much of your valuable time with us, sharing your thoughts, and which I assume it's a very good learning for our audience also.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.